recording. Okay, namaste. Welcome everyone. Today it's raining here in Naples, so we're in our kitchen doing yoga. We moved everything out because our living room is filled with furniture right now. So we're here in the kitchen and we're gonna make do with what we have. And I just wanted to, before we start today, I just wanted to do a little check-in with everyone, see how you're all doing. And and I like to do that anyway when I start classes, especially if it's a small group, just do a little check-in, see how everyone's doing and maybe what you want to work on today. It's a way of also like kind of expressing out loud your intentions for the class. So anyone want to start? William, you want to start us off? Or anyone? We still here?
Yes, sorry, I was muted. What did I want to work on? I don't know. We could do like some hip flexor stretches or something just to open the hips. I've been trying to not get into lotus, but just like look at ways to get into lotus because I just think it would be cool to meditate in lotus for a long time. And so I've been doing like hero pose and what was the other one? Like the reclined hero pose, but it's very difficult. So if there's any other stuff we can do to kind of just open the hips.
I want to show you the master over here.
Can he just pop into it?
Yeah, he's been doing that since he was, basically came out of the womb. No, maybe yeah. Maybe after a couple months he started doing it. Maybe even
that's so cool.
First month he was doing it. He was just sitting in Vajrasana, and it's just natural, I think, for all of us to do that pose.
Right, and then I don't know. I feel like we just get tighter as we get older, and we don't do it. So there's no way to keep it unless you do it and practice it. That's really cool.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Sunny, can you show us a little yoga for a moment? He's gonna do some yoga for you. Down dog? Okay, he's doing down dog with a leg up.
That's so funny.
Buddy. Very nice. That's probably all he's gonna do right now, but
yeah,
if he does anything else, well. So all right, we're gonna work on that. Who else? Do you want to say anything else before we? Oh, Wendy's here. Okay.
No. That's just kind of where I'm thinking. Other people can talk if they want.
Okay.
I don't want to control the whole practice.
All right, who's next?
I'm super down with the hip openers. That sounds like that's always something I need to work on. So.
Okay.
I would have to agree as well. Same for Ketra.
Okay. All right. Good. We'll do that. Lauren? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Let's see. What do we want to work on?
Hey, Wendy.
I think. I don't know. I think hip openers is a great idea, and it might be fun to pair that with some core strength or like back opening kind of stuff. Just like lubricating the lower back, maybe would be nice with the hips. But I mean.
Okay, we will do that for sure.
Yeah.
I have.
Because I feel like William's problem isn't maybe even always his hips, but it might be his quadriceps too, because those are really, really tight, and that might be contributing to it. Not that it matters. I'll mute myself.
Okay.
That's totally it, actually. It is definitely the quadriceps. They're very tight.
Well, William, we're going to do some of those core things that I was mentioning that
That's
day.
Cool. Yeah. Core is always cool to work too. I'm down.
Okay. So how about Wendy? Wendy, we're just saying anything you want to work on today.
Hip openers sounded good to me. I'll do anything.
Well, Sunny's doing Virasana right now. Well, he was. Okay. Virasana, just in case you don't know, is hero's pose. And it's a great one. If we could actually try it right now for a moment. I know we're cold. Some teachers actually start the class in this pose. And you can and if it's uncomfortable, don't do it. Or you could just sit back on your heels. Sit on your heels too. So there's this pose, right, which is called Vajrasana, where you're sitting on your heels. And that usually is translated as thunderbolt. It also means diamond, right? So I don't know if you can see.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Right. It's Vajrasana. Vajra means thunderbolt or diamond. And then Virasana, where you're sitting between your heels. And that's what I'm saying that is actually pretty natural from an early age. Don't forget to put it on mute. If you're not talking, put your video on mute, please. All right. So if you want to start there in Virasana, just give it a try. And what we can do is just take a breath, deep breath in. Slowly exhale to bring our hands down. Inhale once again. In. Exhale. Exhale through your mouth. Wendy, put it on mute, please? Thank you. And then inhale, deep breath. Exhale. Let's do it even slower, okay? So deep breath, deep as you can go. In. Exhale slowly. Arms going down slowly, slower than you might think, like slow motion. Really let the breath out. Drop your chin. Empty your lungs, and then begin again. Deep breath. Exhale slow. Let the breath out slowly. Let's do it again. Slow, full, deep inhale. Slow, release, exhale. Let's do one more time. Slow, deep, full inhalation. Slow release, exhale. Okay, now we can come out of that position. Probably feels good, right? To come, and you can come into Sukhasana, which is just simple cross-legged position. Or, so there's Sukhasana or Ardha Padmasana. Ardha meaning half, Padma meaning lotus, so half lotus, either with your right or your left foot in. That's that pose. And then full lotus if you want to try full lotus, but if it's uncomfortable, I wouldn't recommend it right now because we're going to be sitting for a little bit. But you want to be comfortable. That's one of the main things here is sukha. Sukha meaning being comfortable, being happy and comfortable. Okay? So we're gonna do something that we were doing yesterday in our 300-hour training, which is just it's Nadi Shodhana. Okay, alternate nostril breathing. It's called Nadi Shodhana. And I'm going to just recommend that you put your left hand in this mudra, which is called Jnana Mudra, just like so, either here or maybe here. Your other hand is going to be using this mudra, the thumb and the ring finger. That's called Vishnu Mudra. Your thumb is going to be blocking your right nostril, and then the ring finger is going to be for the left nostril. If you're left-handed, you could do the opposite of what I'm saying. So this is for righties. And all we're going to do is we're going to sit up, sit nice and straight and tall, and block your right nostril, exhale through your left nostril. Inhale through your left nostril. Close both. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close both. Exhale left. Keep your eyes gently closed. Inhale left. Close both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close both. Exhale left. Let's do 2 more rounds together. Inhale left. Close both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close both. Exhale left. Inhale left. Close both. Exhale right. Inhale right. Close both. Exhale left. Now do 1 round on your own, just at your own pace. Stay relaxed. When you're done, you can just bring your hands down and put your hands in a comfortable place. Sit nice and straight and tall with your head, neck, and spine all in one nice straight line. Let your shoulders drop. Keep your eyes gently closed and let your eyes be soft. Let your jaw relax. You might want to have your tongue at the roof of your mouth if that feels good to do that. Feel the breath in your belly and let your belly breathe. Feel yourself rooting down through your sit bones. So your ischial tuberosities, they're rooting down like you have roots that are rooting down into the earth. And at the same time, you feel maybe a very slight rising up. So you're rooting down and rising up. Sometimes the image that's given is a thread, maybe an invisible thread that's connected to the crown of your head, and it's gently pulling you up, 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 keeping your posture nice and straight. So you have this spiritual antenna that's happening. And then let's take a few moments just to connect a little bit more with our breath. And just notice the quality of your breath. Just observe the breath without any judgment, just observing. Keep your body as still as you can and see if you can remain aware of the breath. We're going to do this maybe just for just a minute or so. And also, it's hard to not change your breath, but see if you can just let the breath be without changing it too much. Please keep your eyes closed. You might be hearing that Sunny knows mommy, dada, and he knows om, but he says So he's ready. He knows that we're ready to om here. But before we do that, let's bring in maybe an intention or intentions for the class. This could also be expressed like in the form of a question or a prayer or anything. It's really up to you. But it's just a moment before we start the practice officially to just check in with why you're here. Why you're here today, let's say. Okay, please keep your eyes closed. I have this instrument, it's called a Shruti box. We're gonna see if we can om with this sound. This is like a drone. Sunny has already started us off with the om. Basically the om, the way that I feel the om, just from what I've learned, Now you've probably heard Om and you've seen Om written O-M. That's the standard way of writing it, but it's really more A-U-M, or it's really A-U-M. So that's the way we're gonna do it. It's like and the as you can hear is the longest part of it, and that's where you're gonna really feel the effect of it is through that. It's almost like a nasal, right? And what that does is it stimulates the vagus nerve, V-A-G-U-S, and it makes you feel good. So let's try it. We're gonna start with exhaling, just letting the breath out, and then taking a full deep breath in. And here we go. One more time. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So as you know, Shanti means peace, and I want to teach, I know we probably all know this by this point, but I want to teach one little mantra. It's one of these mantras that is all over the world, and probably, you know, almost every yoga studio, no matter what country, does this mantra. It's a Sanskrit mantra. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. So it's just 4 words. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Usually translates as may everyone everywhere be happy, or sometimes people add and free. May everyone everywhere be happy and free. So let's try it, and then we'll do Shanti again. Okay. Start with the breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay, take a few moments, still with your eyes closed, just to sit relaxed and comfortable. Tune into the silence after the sound. you're welcome to sit just a little bit longer. I only see Wendy right now for some reason, and I'd like to see everyone. Not that I need to hear everyone, just see you all. So let me see if I can shift the.
Yeah, there's probably another page if you just slide to the left or something, or maybe the right.
Okay.
Another tab that'll have all of us on it.
Okay. If I slide to the right or left, I only see me. Do you see everyone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mom, is there a way that he can view all? Did he click a wrong button where he's only viewing one?
I don't know what it looks like on a laptop.
I'm clicking on the share screen and it says multiple participants can share simultaneously.
You want to get back to the speaker view or the little waffle up in the right-hand corner?
Uh-huh.
So
Oh,
your
gallery view. I see gallery
exit,
view.
That's it.
Exit share.
I got it.
There you go.
Cool. All right. So how are we doing now that we have our, you can keep it on for a moment if you want. Anyone want to say anything? Could you hear me okay? You could hear it? Okay, okay. All right. I'm going to put a little music on here. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. Give me just a second. We're going to start doing a little warm up. And this is going to be like Kundalini style, and it's going to help to open our back and our hips. All right, so let's see. I just need a second because I thought of a better song to start with here. All right, so what we're going to do is take our hands to our knees and just start to just gently move a little bit side to side. And I also want to preface this by saying please work at your own pace, do your own thing. If something does not feel right, of course, you can always do whatever feels good for you. And as we say in yoga all the time, listen to your body. I am just giving you guidelines, and really, I'm like the nurse, but you're the doctor. So you have to do what, you have the final say on what you're gonna do, all right? So now we're just gonna circle a little bit, upper torso, circles, and suggested breathing here is you're going to inhale as you come up, exhale as you come back down and through, and see if you can breathe through your nose. Breathe through your nose. You can keep your eyes closed or half open or fully open, it's up to you. Close sometimes helps you go more within yourself and so you can really feel, but any way to do it is perfect. Combine the breath with the movement. Inhale into the movement, exhale out of the movement. Think about that, and that goes for just about everything we do. Okay, and let's switch. We're gonna switch direction. Switch direction. Remember, just going at your own pace. What feels good to you? Find your own sweet spot. stay relaxed and stay in that comfortable space. Treat this all like a moving meditation. So you keep bringing your mind back to being present and feeling what you're feeling in this moment without getting too much into the past or the future. All right, and finish the one that you're on. And we're gonna come up and just do some cat-cow. It's gonna look like this. We're inhaling and we're opening on the inhale or arching our back. Exhaling and rounding our back. And you might, when you do this cat pose, you might be engaging your bandhas, right? And then inhale. I don't know if the music's too loud, but I'll turn it down just a little bit for now. So inhale, forward, exhale. And remember the three main bandhas that I know we talked about. Three main bandhas being Mula Bandha, the root lock, stomach lock, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. Those three locks. So when you're doing this pose, the cow pose, then you can release the bandhas. So on the inhale, release. When you exhale, you can think about contracting those bandhas. All right, now we're gonna just do the same thing, but with our feet together in butterfly. So bring your feet together. Baddha Konasana is bound angle, but we usually call it butterfly, and we're just gonna try that. Now, you can maybe hold your feet or hold your ankles. And this is to help with the hip opening. So inhaling forward, exhaling back. Feel free to go faster or slower as it works for you. All right, let's come to center and just take a deep breath in. Kind of a reset breath, and exhale down through the center, and another breath like that. All right, let's do this. Just maybe holding your feet and flapping your wings a little bit. Flapping your butterfly wings. And as we do this flapping, what I want you to try is a deep exhale, and let's start with just like a sigh, like a I don't know who that was, but that was good. All right, try it again. Deep breath in, and then deepest sigh. Oh, it was Lauren. That was a good sigh. So deep breath in, and then okay. Let's stop that just for a moment. Take our hands to our shoulders, and let's just do this. Big, is that Liam? And big circles. Big, hello. Big circles with the breath. So now the breath might be inhale up, exhale back and down. Inhale up, exhale back and down. Try moving your knees a little as you do it if you're able to. Up and down. Okay, and then let's go the other way. forwards and down. With the breath. Maybe moving the knees, just a few more. Okay, good. Take your hands behind you. Just try lifting a little bit for a moment. See if you can lift. Drop your head back and take 3 good breaths up into your chest. Good, okay, and then come back. And let's just straighten our legs for a moment and shake it out. Shake out our legs. It's probably gonna feel good after that. And then lift your arms up. Shake out your arms. Shake out your legs. And try this, also something we did when we were babies, is buzzing your lips, like. Okay, now lean forward, take your hands like this, and you're just gonna go up and down your back, pounding a little bit. Lean forward just as far as you're able to. Pound up and down your back. Also go to your buttocks, pound your buttocks. And don't be afraid to hit hard, but don't hit your kidneys hard. Don't, like at the base of your rib cage, don't hit hard there, or wherever you feel your kidneys to be. You'll notice kind of where it is. And don't hit too hard on your spine either. And then try that exhale, like or let out the breath. When we exhale deeply, we're activating that rest, digest, parasympathetic nervous system response. It's just telling your body to relax. It's okay to relax more and be more at ease. Sunny's doing it too. Okay, now we're gonna wake our whole body up with our hands. Again, don't be afraid to hit hard if your body is okay with it. Get into your bones. And, we're waking our whole body up. We're also doing reflexology with our hands, right? So we're stimulating our body through our hands. And you can use different parts of your hands. You can use your knuckles in some areas. You can use fists, sides of your hands, fingertips. Get down to your feet too. Wake up your feet a little bit. Get into your bones. Don't forget your stomach when you get there. Do a little bit of stomach massage. It's actually there's a whole thing, stomach massage is actually a real thing, and that you can do to yourself, where you just kind of do this and massage your stomach, which you can try now if you want, or you can wait till later. And then also all around your chest, rib cage, chest, all around, tapping. For the chest, you might use more your fingertips or knuckles maybe. And we'll do our, when you get there, do the armpits. There's lymph nodes there, and you can stimulate that lymph to move a little bit. Right, we're gonna go all around our arms, hands, into our bones. is actually something in the East that's done more than in the West. In China, this is called paida, meaning hitting and slapping, for obvious reasons. Don't forget your, when you get there, do the base of your skull, like the occipital ridge area. Again, if you're holding your breath, you might just like let it out a little bit. And go all around your scalp, skull, scalp. Tapping or rapping with your knuckles, however you want to do it. And also go all over your forehead when you get there, and your temples, and all over your face. Tapping actually has become a thing also in the West. There's something called EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, which is a tapping technique. You're tapping your body. This is not specific like that. This is just, we're just tapping everything. But EFT is like more specific. Okay, we'll say that's good for that. Let's come back into sitting once again. We're going to do a little bit more in the sitting pose. This is going to help to open our hips too. Let's do just a little twist. Watch if you're close to someone, make sure you don't hit them. And you're going to turn and look over your shoulder and tap your heart, look over your shoulder. And as you go to the side, try a breath like shh, 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 shh. Sonny's doing it. Shh, 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 just 10 more seconds. All right, let's come to center, take a breath, reset. Okay, next one is like this. You're gonna be exhaling through your nose. No, actually, let's do it like through our mouth like this. We're gonna lift our shoulders and drop. Lift and drop, just like that. And we're gonna go, just like a just keep lifting and just let the shoulders drop down. Just let them drop. Okay, last 10 seconds, try it through your nose. Just close your mouth and just exhale through your nose, like just an exhale through your nose. Okay, good. Take a deep breath. Deep breath, we'll lift our arms up and hold. And exhale, gently release. Okay, we're gonna do that same breath that we just did through our nose. This is called Kapalabhati, and this is a forceful exhale. You don't have to think about inhaling, you're just exhaling. Okay, so it's gonna be just like, pump your stomach, the stomach comes in and the breath goes out. It's almost simultaneous. It's like, just like that. Okay, your stomach comes in, breath goes out. And we're gonna do it maybe 1 minute. So keep going. Remember, you do it at your own pace. I'm gonna try to watch you because sometimes people do it the opposite way. There's a small percentage of people that do it backwards. If you feel like you're doing it backwards, you can let me know after we're done this round. All right, let's take a deep breath in and just hold the breath for a moment. Exhale slowly through your nose. Okay, before we do one more round of that, anyone have a question about that? Now you might, when you do this, this is one of the shot karmas in Hatha Yoga, meaning it's a cleansing exercise. It's a detox breath, detoxing through that forced exhalation. All right, now you obviously might want to blow your nose before you start. I should have mentioned that. So if you have a tissue, you might want to grab a tissue and blow your nose. Back of the hand always works, but if you have a tissue, it's a little more, but when we're doing this on Zoom, it might not matter so much, but in mixed company. So we're gonna do one more round. Now, if you feel, like I said, there's a small percentage of people that do it the opposite. If you feel that you may be one of those people, you might want to practice this a little bit more on your own. I mean, I would recommend practicing this anyway, but you might want to practice it till you get it. So it's your stomach pump comes in, the breath goes out. Okay, let's try it again. We're going to take a breath in and then start whenever you're ready. All right, take a full breath in. We're going to hold our breath. And then slowly exhale and try to exhale all the breath out. And drop your chin in and pull your belly in and hold the breath out. See if you can hold it out for 10 seconds. Here we go. Okay, breathe in when you're ready. You might have felt like you could hold your breath longer. That's fine. I'm just doing this, so make sure that everyone more or less is on the same page here. All right, and then just close your eyes for a moment and just feel the effects of what we did so far. Even from that little bit that we just did, you may feel a difference. Okay, so just notice. Okay, very good. Let's do this. We're going to bend our legs and sit close to our heels. We're going to do a little bit of core. This is just to get ready. These are called Windshield Wipers. These are nice for opening the hips a little. And you're just going to go inhale, center, exhale over, and then look over your opposite shoulder. Inhale, center, exhale over, look over opposite shoulder. In general, I work with the principle of stretch, counter stretch, pose, counter pose. Try to keep things balanced. So you may notice that as we do what we're doing, that we're gonna do, if we do like a forward bend, then we're gonna work it out with a twist or a back bend of some sort. Okay, good. Now, take your hands behind, like hamstrings, behind your thighs, back of your thighs, and we're just gonna rock. Hopefully you have enough cushion under you. If you don't, you might wanna get extra cushion. We're just gonna rock back and forth. Inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. Now the key here is to keep your back rounded. Keep your back rounded. If you need extra cushion, get extra cushion. Now, if you feel anything in your back that doesn't feel good as you do this, you can modify by just doing it a little bit easier or rocking side to side like you see Lauren doing. Like a little rocking side to side is fine. And those of you who want to continue with the forward, the back and forth rocking, you can try straightening your legs now and rocking to a forward bend, Paschimottanasana. And as you go back, you might be going into cloud pose, Halasana, or something like Halasana, where you bring your legs up over your head, maybe even touch your toes to the ground behind you. Don't forget to breathe. You might be inhaling as you go back, exhaling as you come forward. All right, one more time. And let's all meet up again. And we're gonna hug our legs to our chest. Like so, I'm gonna do the side view. And bring your feet so that your eyes are in line with your big toes. Try to spread your toes. Open your toes. Find your balance, you know, somewhere between your sacrum and your coccyx, right? If you're having trouble balancing, that this could be homework for you. And then we're gonna release our hands and just see if we can hold with the arms released. Relaxed, keep your shoulders relaxed, but keep your legs coming, thighs coming toward your chest. Now you may feel a little tweakness in your hip flexor area. If you do, you can kind of massage that area if you ever feel that. Okay, take your hands to the backs of your legs and straighten now. Straighten your legs. So this is full boat Navasana. That was half boat Ardha Navasana. This is full boat Purna Navasana or just Navasana. Purna means full. Nava is boat. Hold. Breathe. Let's hold for, let's give it 3 more breaths. Now you can modify into half boat or even holding your legs. That's fine, as I see some of you doing. Okay, gently, slowly bring the legs down. And we're gonna go right into tabletop. This is the counter pose. Lifting our hips. If you can, have your fingers pointing forward and your feet parallel, hip width apart. And the feet are parallel, not turned out. If you can do it, lift your hips. And then if it feels good, drop your head back and take a deep breath all the way up to your throat. And a deep exhale. Now, if it feels good, shake your head yes, just maybe 5 times. Back and then in. Very good. Slowly, not too quickly, we're going to start to sit down. Good. And then for that little counter stretch is just shaking out your hands. Just shake it out to release your wrists a little bit. And maybe try that breath. In some forms of yoga, you never breathe through your mouth at all. But this is my own take on yoga. Something is very funny there. All right. So we're going to continue. We're going to do another core exercise. What I want you to do is take your hands to the middle of your thighs, the outside and the middle of your thighs. What we're going to do is we're going to lift off the ground, but keep your heels on the ground. You're going to lift, hold, and breathe. Lean forward, hold, and breathe. Now, if it hurts your wrists, try fingertips or your fists, okay? So try bringing your hands more to the middle of your thighs. Not the, yeah, more the middle, outside middle. There you go, like that. Okay, and then back down. Shake out your hands as you go back to half boat. Half boat again. Try making fists and just moving your hands in circles. Still in half boat, and breathe. Go the other way. Okay, now we can bring our feet down and just relax like this for a moment. This is like a little rest pose. It's like seated child's pose, let's call it. I'm sure there's a name for it, but I don't know the name. So what we're gonna try is a little bit more challenging, and it's basically sitting up into half boat from flat on our back. Now you can use your hands. You can do this any way that you can get there. I'm just gonna show you once. It's gonna look like something like this. Exhale, inhale. Now you can modify it any way that works for you. You could even just do it like this, just like that, or even holding your legs. It would be exhale and then inhale. So exhale to contract, inhale to open or expand. Oops, sorry. Okay, so any way you want to do it, we're just going to do maybe 8 times, up to 8 times. Exhale, inhale. See if you can move slowly with control, without jerking, or you might need to jerk a little bit into it, or whatever you need to do, but we're working towards a smooth motion here. Exhaling up, inhaling back. And the last time you do it, hold half boat, okay? So come up, hold half boat, keep your shoulders relaxed. Good, all right, now bring your feet down, bring your right hand behind you, like at where, like a foot behind your sacrum, and then we're gonna lift up and do wild thing. So it's like what we just did with the tabletop, but we're gonna do, basically one arm back. Breathe. Lift the hips maybe a little tiny bit higher. And then we're gonna slowly come back down. Shake out that hand just for a second. And then switch. It may be different on this side, so always listening. What does your body need? It may not even be this pose. right? Might be something else. And breathe. Okay, and then slowly, we're gonna come back. Slowly back down. All right, and let's move right into a tabletop, like a downward tabletop. And in that position, this hopefully will feel good now, is just rolling our hips, circling our hips, circling our hips, combining the breath with the movement, as always. Now, I want to just mention, as far as the breathing goes, one of the best cues is find your breath. Like I'm giving you some guidelines as far as like I'm saying, okay, inhale here, exhale there, but you got to find the breath that works for you. Sometimes maybe you don't want to even breathe. You just want to, you know, you don't want to breathe deep or do any kind of real breath. That's fine. You don't have to. It's really up to you. Okay, and then let's go the other way. Okay. Say that's good for that. Let's call this one bird dog. Everyone knows this one. Let's do right leg and left, oops, and, and left arm. Right leg and left arm. You know what we're doing, so I'll go this way so I don't hit Beata. Left arm, right leg. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, try lifting your left foot off the ground. Just to work on your balance a little bit. There you go. Okay. All right, now you can bring the left foot down, those of you who had it up. And now reach back with the left hand for the right foot or ankle. And you're gonna pull with your hand and push at the same time. So pull with your hand and push to open. And then you might, if you can, look over your left shoulder and breathe. I would say Lauren's having the best yoga experience today. I'm watching everyone. I'm glad that we got this split screen thing going. Breathe. So pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, and pull at the same time. Okay, now when you release, don't let the leg down, but bring the knee towards your nose and your left elbow towards your hip. See if you can touch your knee to your nose. And then inhale out, straight out with the leg and the arm. And let's do that a few more times. Exhale in, knee towards your nose. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, two more. Exhale in, inhale out, exhale in. And then let's just shake out your right hand for a second, right? Because you probably feel it there. And then just go to child's pose, Allowah, and rock your hips side to side. Rock the hips. You could also, if it feels good, you can kind of move your head side to side a little bit too. Wow, Sonny, that's good. And if you want to watch here just for 1 second, I'm just going to show you an assist on Beata where you just go like this. Teacher goes lower back and presses down. I'm sure you wish you had this assist right now. Pressing down at the lower back. Okay, and then we're gonna come back into tabletop. And I'm forgetting which leg and which arm. Is it left leg and right arm this time? Is that correct? Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Right arm out, left arm, left leg and right arm, sorry. And if you want to work, those of you who want to work your balance a little, lift the right foot off the ground. Breathe. Okay, slowly bring that foot down if you had it up, and we're going to reach back for the foot or ankle. Pull with your hand, push with your leg, push, pull. So you're pushing, pulling, and then look back over your right shoulder and breathe. Some of you might even try to see your foot behind you. Keep pulling, keep pushing and breathing.
Yeah, when I turn head, I'm pulling.
Oh, okay. So slowly now we're gonna release. Slowly, bringing knee towards your nose, elbow towards your hip. Inhale out, exhale in. We'll do 3 more. Okay, and now instead of doing child's pose this time, bye-bye. It's not the end of the class yet, buddy. So now you turn your hands in a little bit. And we're just gonna do cat-cow like this. Bend your arms. Inhale. I'll do it from the side. So your hands are slightly turned in. Inhale. Exhale. Again, when you do the cat, you can think about your bandhas. Inhale. Exhale. Bandhas on the exhale. Now, when you do Mula Bandha, it's very difficult to isolate the perineal muscles. You may feel like you're squeezing your buttocks muscles. That's fine. So that's okay. If you're squeezing like the anal sphincter and the other glute muscles, that's perfectly fine. All right, very good. Let's come up for a moment into down dog. And what we're gonna do is just walk our dog. So we're bending our one knee at a time in toward the other knee. I want to just show you one thing actually before we go on. Just look forward for a moment. If you ever have wrist issues, you can grab the edges of the mat and pull forward. So you might want to try that right now. You grab the outside edges of the mat and you pull forward. And this might not apply to you, but a lot of people have wrist issues, especially when they first start doing yoga. And this might help a lot to do, to grab the edges of the mat. It also helps to grab the edges of the mat if your mat is slippery. All right, let's just bring our feet together for a moment and hold down dog with our feet together. This is a different way of doing down dog than most you might see this is something that, I'm sorry, something that Dharma Mitra, one of my teachers, teaches is the feet together in down dog. So just try it and see what it feels like for you. Drop your head down between your arms, dropping the heels down toward the mat. Pull the belly in, drop your chin slightly in, let your neck be relaxed, your face be relaxed. Imagine someone is pulling you back at your hip creases. Pulling you back.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, good. Let's just gently come back to our, let's actually come to a little kneeling position. Just shake out your hands for a second. So you'll notice I do this shaking the hands out a lot, or you can also massage just to loosen things up a little bit. Just like if you did a balance pose, you shake out your leg. Sandy, we're through that part. We're done that part too. Man. Okay, now we're gonna do a really fun balance pose. I call it threading the needle. You'll see threading the name threading the needle out there. You're gonna take let's do your right arm, shoulder down, with the palm facing up. And then just to start, let's take our left arm up and behind our back and reach for your right inner thigh. Right inner thigh. And if you want to kind of roll a little bit toward the back of your head, if that feels good, then do that. If not, just stay where you are. And you also might be rolling that left shoulder open a little bit. Breathing. Try to breathe into the stretch now. So take the breath down. Wherever you feel the stretch happening, take the breath to those areas. Okay, now you're welcome to stay where you are, or if you want to continue with the next part, you're going to release your hand from your inner thigh, lift the arm up, and then straighten your left leg with the toes curled under. So don't lift the leg yet. That's the next part. But keep your leg straight, left leg straight. Yeah, you got it. And now you can start to lift that leg off the ground. So this is where it becomes a balanced pose. See if you can just find your balance to start. Oh, you guys fell at the same time. Emily and William went down at the same time there. Okay, so if you do fall, then just come back when you're ready, come back into it. Those of you who feel steady, start to bend the leg and reach for your foot or ankle. Reach for the foot or ankle. Yeah. And then the next step is to open that left knee a little bit, but still maintain your balance. Sometimes it's fun to fall. I hope that was fun, Ketra. You're all right? Okay. And then we're gonna slowly I should really call you mom, right? And come back. We're gonna slowly come back. And then once you do come back, counter stretch would be just like a simple cat-cow. That's kind of a fun one to work on, to practice, and until it becomes easy for you. I have noticed a big change in my balance since I started yoga. All right, let's do left arm when you're ready. Left arm through. We're going to take the right arm up. When you get there, and you're going to reach behind your back and reach for your inner left thigh. And then you might kind of roll toward the back of your head and look up toward the ceiling. Open the right shoulder a little bit more and breathe into the stretch. Okay, now slowly. Now you're welcome to stay where you are. If it feels good and you just kind of want to hang out there a little bit, then feel free to. Or you can release the hand from behind your back whenever you're ready to do it. And maybe lift the arm up. And then straighten the right leg when you're ready. First, just get your balance like that. And then you can start to lift. I saw that. And find your balance once you lifted. And once you have your balance, once you lifted, then you can bend the leg and reach for your foot or ankle. Or you could just roll around on the floor. And if you want to go even further, like I said, you could open the right knee a little bit, or you could even lift the left foot off the ground. There's always more that you can do. You know, you can always challenge yourself more. This is also partly for the quads and the hip as well. Okay, gently, slowly, we're gonna start to, I feel like I'm losing some of you. So we're gonna start to slowly come out and do that little counter stretch again. I lost track of the time. So we're going from 1 to 2:30 and it's 2:30. So, all right, so today's class, we're gonna do a little Shavasana. I should have been watching the time, I'm sorry. Today's class, in some ways, probably was a little challenging, but it's generally a little easier than what I generally teach, but it was just to get us started, and hopefully it was just enough for us now. And, you know, a few weeks from now, maybe we'll do more. Well, I mean, we're going to keep doing these classes, but we're going to kind of work up to doing more as we go along. So let's just lie down on our mat now just for a few minutes. And then probably what we'll do is I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna turn off the video and so on, and you could stay in Shavasana. So you might want more time in Shavasana, and you might even right now want to do something before you go to Shavasana. But if you want to just head right into Shavasana now, you can. And as I said, once I turn the video off, you could do whatever else. You might want to do some Shavasana, maybe even a little meditation. And next time I'm going to time it better. So, okay. So what all you need to do right now is just lie back. If you're in Shavasana, have your feet like splayed out to the side. Your feet are maybe 1.5 to 2 feet apart. Hands are maybe a foot or so away from your hips, maybe a little less than a foot, with the palms facing up. And you just want to just like melt down into the floor, into the earth. And like completely let go of everything. Completely let go of the practice. Don't need to do anything. You don't even need to think about it, what we did, but you just coming into present time even more than we were. And in general, this Shavasana is a meditation or a preparation for meditation. Sometimes it's called Yoga Nidra, which we'll talk about, which means yogic sleep. Except you don't want to fall asleep. You want to kind of resist the temptation to fall asleep here. If you do fall asleep, it's fine. But if you notice that you're falling asleep, see if you can wake yourself up. And I'm going to play just a little bit of this Shruti box again, and we'll take a few minutes just for deep relaxation.